welcome back to the first ever installment of the Wolfden series. I'm your host and vice president here today, Fresh, joined by my co-host, Red Rope. Now, Red, this is the first time any of us or either of us are going to see these players, so it's going to be very, very hard to make any decisions early on.
Yeah, thanks for having me in, Fresh. It's good to be here. This is going to be a really exciting tournament, and by exciting tournament, it's going to be an exciting day. We're going to see all the games bursted out throughout today. So you got to stay in, you got to stay tuned, and I'm just excited to get into this first one.
Yeah, I really am too. So this tournament in and of itself is going to be a bubble scene tournament. It is just below RLCS. We've gone ahead and disallowed players with RLCS points to join so that we can bring that bubble scene closer to RLCS and give some of the new and blooming players a better and more competitive place to play without getting absolutely dogged on by players, the same players every week. So every series tonight is going to be a best of 3 until the finals is going to be a best of 5. And we're going to have jam-packed action the whole time, nonstop, all the way up until the end. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get right into it. We're going to have the first 2 teams that are going to be on the Wolfden series are going to be Atlanta Legion and 50 Crit. And we're going to get those players on the field right now. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, you're okay. You're okay. We're just about to load in here. We're just getting all the lobby settings correct. About to start this match here. Thank you guys for tuning into the stream. Atlanta Legion versus the 50 Crit. Fresh, I'm excited, man. This should be a fun day.
Oh, it's going to be a great evening. We are going to be here for quite a while. We've got tons of heated Rocket League coming at you right off the bat. The 50 Crit getting demoed right off the midfield. Not something you really want to see early on. Atlanta Legion putting something on net, trying to get it out of the deep end as they pass it back to their own. Might that be an own goal? No, Aishiko taps that back into the corner. Ask comes up, knocks off the sidewall, looking for a double tap to beat the defender. He does, but he doesn't have any momentum to continue. Aishiko knocks it mid for 6. 6 looks for the backboard, but is taken down away into the corner. Right off the bat, Atlanta Legion is showing a lot of strength there on the mechanical side.
Yeah, so just to keep in mind, Atlanta Legion is in the blue. And the defending team right here, as they get a nice save, is 50 Crit. Yeah, like you said, it looks like they're keeping the pressure on Atlanta, keeping them pinned into that box, but it might be a chance here for 50 Cent. For 50 Crit, excuse me. I'm gonna have to get 50 Cent out of my mind.
50 Cent isn't in our budget. It might be our budget, but it's not in our budget, to be honest, between the two of us. Here comes 50 Crit back the other way. They've got an open net. Oh, he gets the 50 again. Lumia's up for this, and it's in. He gets the slightest little touch on it around the defender, and 50 Crit, although being on the back foot for the nearly first 62 seconds of the match, they're the first to score.
Yeah, great improvisation there in the air from Lumia. And like you said, 50 Crit has been on the defense, keeping them out of their goal. Within a minute here, they've got the first goal.
They do. Here they come back the other way. Gets 50 in the midfield. Lumia is up.
Nice.
Optimus is going to, mechanics are definitely coming out strong. Ask here. No boost. Tries to get it down to the center. 50 Crit takes it right back the other way. We are not missing a player. I just didn't see them on the field. Aishiko back the other way. What a save by Ask right across the top of the goalpost. Comes back out to the mid as 50 Crit continues to mount the pressure back the other way. 50 Crit looking for something.
Yeah, that goal has seemed to give them life, Fresh. 50 Crit has been on the attack here. They're keeping them pinned in. A good, strong defense. And as I say, that 6. Keeping out Avi Vimas. And here comes a counterattack.
Here comes back the other way. Right out in front, looking for the open side near, but not quite. He couldn't squeeze it through. B-Man taking it all the way down to the opposite end. 6 is going to touch it up into the corner, but he's ended up going to give it right back to 50 Crit. Pass it down center. Beautiful. Off the backboard for Lumia. Nobody's there to receive as Aishiko knocks it back to the center. Apamas gets a reset, gets it up to B-Man. B-Man takes it into the corner. 6 has the challenge off the backboard. Here comes 50 Crit back the other way. Nobody home for Atlanta Legion as they're now up by 2.
Atlanta Legion goes up in the air. You see 6. He makes the tackle, but it ended up just being a world-class cross. And Avi Vimas was just ready for it. He was expecting B-Mod to cross that in, but B-Man gets intercepted. But it doesn't matter. They all count the same. 2-0 is your score.
He read it back. He read him like a book, gave him no opportunity there in the corner to really get it out or get the challenge. Here comes 6. 6 gets his teammate demoed on the opposite side of him, so now there's nobody to pass to, but down off the board and into the center, Lumia's got an awkward control. B-Man there, what a good beat on the defender. Ask is up for this, but his teammates have no boost as they're rushing back, and here comes 50 Crit the other way. Atlanta desperately looking for a way to get this out of here. Can't quite get out from under the ball. This is still in their half as 50 Crit continually mounts the pressure after looking like they were on the back foot the first early part of the game, but I guess that's just how the cookie crumbles. Comes back the other way. Oh, almost got another one there as they start to push off the back foot.
Yeah, right now, Crit's star player, Avimas, he's got so much pressure with 4 shots. He's got an assist as well. And give him a goal. He's involved in everything that 50 Crit is doing. And right now, they just seem to be in possession. And Atlanta Legion sometimes has opportunities, but it gets quickly snuffed out and the counterattack is launched.
Ooh, a high shot. You know, Jacksonville Jaguars are doing really bad, but they certainly don't need a kicker. They're shooting really high. Here comes Aztec the other way, puts another one on net. The shot's now almost in favor of Atlanta Legion. Back once more. He comes back the other way. 50 Crit looking for something in the mid as Ask is going to 50 this back out to the midfield. Ashiko coming up the ceiling, looking off the backboard. B-Man trying to find something on it, leaves it for his teammate. He takes it back down to the ground. Oh, he tried to go for the fake. Ask spread him like a book, but here comes B-Man back the other way. There's nobody in net. Gets a 50 off. It's off the backboard. And Ask almost doesn't get this out. Actually goes up again. There's just so much action I can't keep up with it.
Yeah, Avimas just had multiple shots there. One just hit the crossbar. Here comes a shot and nobody home. And 6 has got them on the board.
6 coming absolutely from the backfield. Back third even, all the way down the field to kind of even that out. They've got 1 minute and 3 seconds left. It's possible that they can come back from something like that, but they're going to have to really work for it with especially as much defense as 50 Crit's been putting up. The saves mounting.
It's possible, I would say. I mean, this game has been close ever since that quick 2 goals. A nice save there out of Ashko, keeping it just a 1-goal game, and another save there. I mean, we were saying it's back and forth, but there's some nice shots there and some pressure coming in from 50 Crit, and Avimas has doubled their lead.
You hate to see it. If he hadn't touched the ball, if Atlanta hadn't touched the ball right there, it would have gone out because the other Atlanta defender would have had to save. It's an unfortunate thing of not sticking to the fundamentals of Rocket League and not sticking to the core of it that caused there to be that disjoint in rotations that opened that goal up for 50 Crit. Well, now they're back up by 2 with 40 seconds left. With each second that passes, the chances of winning game 1 are dwindling away as Atlanta Legion is desperately trying to figure out how to stay in this.
Yeah, they're trying to build some momentum. They got 30 seconds to do so. This attack has to pretty much go in, but off the bar, off that low angle shot from Ashko, it's still alive here for Atlanta, but they need to get a shot.
And here comes Atlanta Legion back the other way. Got a nice little touch off the backboard, but oh, it's swiped away by 50 Crit. Back down to the ground, 6 into the corner, knocks it up to the mid. Ishiko's going to pass it to the middle, but nobody's home, knocking on the door of the goal line. Just no response from Atlanta Legion. Unfortunately, it looks like we're going to drop game 1 to 50 Crit, but it's still up. They got 1 second left. 1 for the road, could be a momentum goal, but not if you play it like that. Lumia taps 1 in and makes the final score 4-1.
Yeah, it was early pressure from Legion Fresh, but then it quickly just whiffed it over to the yellow team. 50 Crit, courtesy of Lumia. Star play there, 2 goals and an assist. He's got the star player of the game, but that was his game really all throughout. What a performance there out of those guys.
Oh, it absolutely was. They had a slightly better strategy, if you will. They started off the game really reserved because these are players they've never played before, so they went into it. They didn't play really risky up front. They allowed Atlanta to really push forward, put all their cards on the table and fold before they even got a chance to do anything. And then once they figured out, okay, this is what this player does, this is how they play, this is their play style, let's adapt to that and go, which makes 50 Crit just that much more lethal.
Yeah, well, 50 Crit is going to take that series lead early in this best of 3, going up 1-0. And in our first ever Wolf Den series game. But, plenty of Rocket League is not only left in this series, but just left tonight. And you got to figure out a way to slow down Lumia, in my opinion, Fresh. He was just over. There was 6 shots from Avimas, but Lumia was just controlling the tempo of the game.
He really was. He was on, he's got 3 saves and 4 shots. He's all over the field, both sides, right? So he's getting involved in every play that needs to be played, which really speaks to his speed and his fundamentals, his understanding of the game, because there really is a fundamental understanding of Rocket League for there to go. But to see a player like lead that much and then also have stats on both the offensive and defensive indexes is just makes them a player that you need to shut down for Atlanta Legion. So if Atlanta Legion wants to stay in this, they need to get it done quickly.
What I would like to see, Fresh, is just a stint of possession as we're about to launch here our second match. Because they were just constantly on the back foot. They had some saves. Like, there was over a dozen shots and only 4 goals. They were keeping the ball out for the like 2/3 of those shots. But they need to start getting some pressure of their own. It looks like they're starting to do that here, and there's a battle at half field.
Ass is going to shut that down pretty quickly. Gets it out to midfield. 50 crit, looking back the other way. Atlanta Legion tries to keep dumping it mid, and it's kind of the strategy, the playstyle that I think is really going to hurt them the most, is they're not taking high probability shots. They're taking very low probability shots. There's no power, and there's also really no placement that looks to be seen. Really what they got to be doing is, instead of taking, quantity over quality, they need to take quality over quantity, because that's how you're going to get past this, brick wall defense, 50 crit.
Yeah, well, they've got the pressure on so far. We haven't really seen anything from 50 crit here in the second match. Minutes been played, Fresh. It's just been slowing down, really, this pace. It's more 50-50 balls. No sustained pressure from either team. Here we go, a ball into the box, Fresh.
Here we go, right off the bat. Atlanta Legion scores their first goal, and it's Aishiko coming out and putting that one in for Atlanta. Now, that's going to be a huge momentum shifter, too, because that's going to be confidence. That's going to be confidence that you need.
Oh, yeah, totally. That's a lot of confidence. It just sustains, like, all right, we weren't terrible, even though the score was 4-1. We can hang with these guys. But 50 crit is right on that attack.
Back the other way. 6 not able to get it out. Ask is cutting into the near post, but he hands it right to 50 crit. 6 knocks it out, bound the other way. Here comes Ash, chasing it down, looking to take something away from Lumia. The big threat, but nothing to be had of it. Ashiko gets it taken away from him. 50 crit's going to try and possess this. 6 demos, 1 in the backfield, so it looks like there might be a slight change, but it didn't really seem to phase 50 all that much. It seemed to really, if anything, it caused Atlanta to lose their pressure.
Yeah, Atlanta's now on the back foot here. They're trying to have to defend in the corner here. 50 crit, keeping possession. This is crucial from them. There's still 3 minutes left, but a huge hit there from Ash is going to launch an attack.
Comes Aishiko back the other way, puts one off the crossbar. Oh, it's so close. Ash is going to have to shadow defend this, manages to get to the corner, but 50 crit's going to beat him there. Atlanta, what they're reading now is they're not letting 50 crit have anything off of the backboard. A good little bump there from Ask as it comes back across the goal line. Aishiko's a little awkward. He takes the... Oh, he bumps his teammate. No! Oh, you're going to pay for that.
Looks like... I think that was 6. 6 just bailed them out. So, yeah, there was a collision there. Not a lot of communication out there in the corner, but it doesn't seem to cost them. They're holding on to a frail 1-0 lead right now, Fresh. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left. Is it going to be a double the advantage, or can they tie this game back up?
I genuinely think that we're going to go into an overtime this game, because these teams are so evenly matched, and because now they're starting to set up. 50 crit now looking to get something on the offensive end going, but now that Atlanta knows how to adapt to that kind of play style where 50 crit plays, they're starting to learn, they're starting to slow them down, which is good, which is what they need. But Atlanta is still struggling in the boost department too, which is another big thing that there needs to be control. 50 crit has entire control of all of the boost pads in this field. You see all 3 players there up past half with 50 crit in prime scoring territory. Redirect down, look for the 51 on play, Lumia! Oh my goodness, he read it down. He got the 50 after the redirect to keep the ball from going out on 6's touch. What a play.
What a play indeed, just keeping it up in the air, making it really unpredictable. Nice aerial pass there. It's 1-1, 143 left. Legion need to win this game and force a game 3 here in our best of 3 in this playoff bracket.
It really does. Atlanta winning this would put us into game 3. I'd like to see an overtime. You always love overtime in competitive series, especially when it's single elimination. This is do or die. You don't have a second chance, and here comes 6 back the other way as I'm talking.
Yeah, 6 getting on the board there. Him and Ash leaving up. The 50-50 challenge just broke right in favor of Atlanta Legion there. 50 crit was not able. Oh, dude, I want to say 50 cents so much.
It happens all the time.
Yeah, for real. But 50 crit just unable to get back there on defense. There's some challenges not going their way. And Atlanta Legion is having their way right now.
Here comes Ashiko off the backboard looking for a waterfall. Comes down there for 50 crit. Oh, you almost got me to say it now that time too. Almost got Zen. 6 gets it up in the midfield, but 50 crit just going to knock it back down the other way. Ashiko puts it up off the backboard. Looking for something. Can't quite follow it. B-Man knocks that into the corner. Ass comes back the other way looking for something near the near post. Oh, he gets one. He puts one up by 2. Atlanta Legion looking favored to stay in this for a game 3.
Yeah, they're really starting to respond here late. Oh, 6 did hit it. Okay, I thought it just bounced off the corner there, but that was really all set up there by Ask. But 6 did get involved there, and it's a double the advantage here. 3-1, 59 seconds left. But it's still, there's plenty of time left here. We just saw multiple quickfire goals. You can't count 50 crit out.
Yeah, with being mechanical as they are, 50 crit definitely has the more likely opportunity to get quick goals here. But Atlanta Legion is putting them on the back foot. They've got the momentum now. They've gotten out of their own heads. They're starting to play faster and shut them down. It almost looked like they came into this a little cold, but they're definitely warmed up now. Moving back the other way, Ashiko's looking for something out of the midfield. Ask almost getting there, not quite. He saw that the dream was there, but just like the stock market, it was gone in an hour. Ashiko coming back to the midfield, down for Ask. Ask gets something on target. That's going to be 4-1 for Atlanta Legion, and they're running away from the lead. That's probably, most likely, most definitely the last nail in the coffin for 50 credit.
I mean, this series, or this game of this series will be done. We're heading to a game 3-4-1. I mean, barring a miracle, it would take 3 quick-fire goals. But we were talking about Avimas, Lumia. They were so dominant in that previous game. We've seen 2 shots between those 2 players. Lumia has the lone goal for his team, but with the time dwindling down here, that should do it.
Yeah, they're going to have to make some changes here, going back to the locker room in between games, that they're going to have to do something different. Because they had him on the first game, they had him down and pat, but they're going to have to make a big change if they want to stay up for game 3.
Yep, well, game 2, gonna go in favor of Atlanta Legion, responding well. We saw 2 4-1 score lines, kind of late action. You know, it seems like the pressure seems to really bubble over, you could say, Fresh, in that latter half of those matches.
Yeah. It started to work a lot more in Atlanta's favor when they started to play faster. You saw they were kind of almost evenly, if not a little on the back foot, when 50 Crit was controlling the boost pads in the offensive half, so in Atlanta's half. But once that came back and they started to regain and reset, take a deep breath, play slow, play patient, capitalize on the mistakes, because this is an RLCS. The players are going to make mistakes, so that's really what you need to be focusing on, and that's exactly what Atlanta did. They focused on 50 Crit's mistakes and capitalized from there. Putting in near side, waiting for defenders to be facing the entirely wrong direction to be covering the net for those saves. It ended up being a huge momentum shift for Atlanta after that first goal. We saw them really start to take off. I mean, we're talking 10 shots between just those 3 players and only 2 on the other team. I mean, Atlanta's running away with it.
Oh, yeah, 100%. You said it there. They were getting in front of goal, and they were just protecting it. The rotations were on point, and they were forcing them into mistakes. They were getting those interceptions and creating opportunities on the fly there. But as we head into game 3, we're just about underway here, folks. This is just the first of many action to come tonight, so stay tuned. More matches. There's, I believe, 4 matches in total that we will be streaming here today, Fresh.
Yeah, definitely. There's going to be, I think, first round, quarterfinal, semifinal, final. And final will be a best of 5. And eventually down the road, we'll talk about more of this in a big announcement. There's going to be a whole league that comes with points and majors and larger prize pools and sponsors, the whole 9 yards, the whole big works, to give some of these sub-bubble players and bubble players a better place to play that can play up players at their own level. Ask coming out, 6 coming out, knocking that into the corner. Lumia trying to go for it, but he gets bumped. Ashiko's looking for an open net. The defender got bumped, if I'm not mistaken, and Atlanta coming out strong.
I'm pretty sure the goalie just got hockey tackled there. Let's see it on the replay here. Who got who? You can't even see it there on the replay, but you definitely saw it when the goal was happening. The goalie was taken out there, so a team play there gives Atlanta Legion the lead here early in this game.
Definitely comes back all the way up the way, touches it off the sidewall. 6 looking for a read. Ask is there. He jumped for that yesterday. He 50'd it off the crossbar. Atlanta unable to get back to it. They're looking for a mid. 50 crit, getting demoed on the way. They're right back into it, having to reset. B-Man, what are you gonna do? Nothing, because you're facing the wrong direction. 6 puts the second one in.
Oh, the goalkeeper was rooted to the spot there. Atlanta Legion seems to have 50 crit on the back foot here. 6. Oh, puts out the backside of B-Man's car. And he was expecting that to go to the far post there. Beautiful shot there. Just a little bit under a minute has been played here. And Atlanta Legion has all of the momentum right now, Fresh.
It really does. People, players, teams, whatever. My pronouns are very off target right now, but the players definitely on Atlanta Legion have all the momentum. They are on cloud 9, pun intended. Off the crossbar, comes down from 6. Here comes Ashiko looking for a double touch. Oh, he missed it by the skin of his teeth. So Atlanta Legion still manages to keep this in, and 50 crit finally getting it past the half line for the first time in what feels like a millennia. Coming back the other way, looking for something wide. Atlanta Legion manages to keep it out, but 50 crit puts it right back down in front. Atlanta knocks it away. Ashiko looking for a touch out to the midfield for his teammate. Nobody's home. B-Man's gonna put it near post. Ask is there with the save. Knocks it back up to the midfield. This is so intense.
Oh my goodness, yeah, this is Ask's game right now. He's got 2 assists and a save. That save is crucial there, but an open net. Oh, what a save there out of Ashiko. Beautiful save there, getting on the back foot, but still a lot of pressure here from 50 crit, and Ask once again is called into action.
Back off the backboard, looking for a pass to a teammate. Oh, the team pitch! The team pitch! Oh, it's saved by Lumia. That would have been a clip and a half and gone in the highlight reel for the league history, that's for sure. Ask gets another one off the sidewall. 6 is already up, puts it into the corner. 2 players there in the corner. B-Man gets a touch up, but he's not up fast enough because Ashiko was there for that yesterday. 6 knocks it back up to the midfield. Ask puts something on target. Abdelmas can't get it out entirely. He sets it back up for Ashiko, looking for something off the backboard. 50 crit struggling desperately to get control of this, to get it out of their side of the field. And here comes 6 back the other way. Whew. It is getting very intense.
Yeah, what 50 crit needs to do is just get some passes strung together, start playing as a team, and that's exactly what Atlanta Legion is doing. They're always behind the ball, they've got the goal covered, and there was one opportunity where the goal wasn't covered, but it was a beautiful recovery from, I believe it was Ask, just getting back there for his team. And now there's the opportunity here for Atlanta Legion.
Here comes B-Man back the other way, looking for a touch. Ashiko put a stop to that. Lumia is going to go up into the corner as B-Man is going to rotate back mid. Abdelmas is going to get it down. Lumia facing the wrong direction. He turned ball cam off. He's going back for boost. B-Man knocks it back down the other way, slightly off target as Ashiko knocks it back to the center field. Lumia knocks it over the corner. B-Man desperately jumping for that. Can't quite get anything on it. Neither can Lumia. Abdelmas, last of his team to be up. Lumia puts it up off the ceiling. Ashiko knocks it back down to the sidewall. B-Man puts it center. Nobody's home for 50 crit. Yes, he is. Lumia's there. He shortens the lead to 1 with 1:39 left.
It was just a scrambling action right there, Fresh. The lead has been cut in half, courtesy of B-Man. What a cross there. And a late run from Lumia into the box. Gets a goal at the far post, and that could be the momentum and a little bit of a, composure check. Like, all right, we can breathe. We've got a goal now, and this game is opened wide up with that.
As an offensive player minded myself, you know what I say? I like my defense like I like my eggs scrambled. That is exactly what happened that cut that lead down. Abdelmas gets the ball taken away, loses control. Ask looking for something in the midfield once again, puts it over the net. Back to Ashiko. A little too much, too many beans, too much sauce, whatever you want to say it, however you want to say it. Ask gets a nice little touch on this, but Abdelmas is low. He's got 5 beans in the tank, nothing to go for it. As Atlanta Legion is back over and over again on that net, unable to get anything to come off the backboard. A demo there by 6 puts the offensive opportunity down. 6 gets it knocked forward. Unfortunately, 50 crit is going to get there just first. He tried to give his teammate a look tap to get him up there, but it wasn't quite enough. Just like
a little too much love there. I'm sure that's not the problem that you had. Just caught them out there, but 45 seconds left. Atlanta Legion is defending well. So is 50 crit here. But is there going to be a crack in either of these teams' armor?
Well, there's definitely lots of cracks in 50 Crit's armor, but here comes Atlanta Legion. The demo there, they took each other out. The net is open.
Oh, as you say.
30 seconds left. It is looking grim for 50 Crit.
Beautiful goal there from Ashiko as he gets his second of this game here. Just gets around the goalkeeper using the wall there. The goalkeeper had the post covered, which wasn't expecting that nice little double tap there. And with 30 seconds left, 50 Crit needs to respond and quickly.
Yes, they do. Ashiko knocks it all the way back down the other way on a 50. B-Man coming in, looking for something on target, knocked off the backboard. Atlanta Legion got the stuff on that. Abamas is just unfortunately unable to stay there. Gets a 50 on it. Lumia is looking for a touch. B-Man can't quite get there. He's going to touch it up to the corner. He's just going to have to leave it to the corner, though. Out front, 50 Crit gets it out. Nashika looking for a corner, looking for a double touch. Gets it out to the mid. Oh, what a save by Abamas to keep his teammate within 2. But unfortunately, that's going to be the game, and Atlanta Legion is going to be the one to progress to the round 2.
Whew, I mean, what a reverse sweep there by Atlanta Legion. Yes, it was a best of 3, but I was looking there at their first game, like, a lot of nerves coming out of this team. No, a lot of sustained pressure, and then they flipped the script. I mean, that game got flipped entirely. 50 Crit was all of a sudden on the back foot there, fresh, and it was too much momentum from Atlanta.
Yeah, it seemed like Atlanta started off playing their way. 50 Crit said, no. We're going to play our way. And then Atlanta hit him with the, oh, you think you're in charge? Smack. Absolutely sat them down exactly where they were.